Yo, what's going on? Culture Cannabis fan base, family, Culture Cannabis family. How y'all doing? It's your boy Joe once again with another episode. Listen, man, this is just I just wanted to. So today was today's been very, very long. I am like OD extremely tired. Like no bullshit, I am. But amongst other things, I'm alive. So hey, there's that. Another day above ground breathing. There's that. So, there's nothing to frown at. Also, I want to give a shout out to Weed for Warriors. Sean, I'm forgetting the other guy's name. Catalyst. This is a dispensary down in San Diego named Catalyst. So to give a shout out to y'all too. Weed for Warriors program, man. So my wife, is a veteran. So basically what they do, they they have different drops for veterans to get weed, and it's not like a, you could say it's a hang spot. People get to know each other, information gets passed around. It's a lot of community. And actually, once I really get started, I was going to bring a couple of the founders on, you know, on Culture Cannabis to talk about their mission and everything, and sit down and have a tote with them, because listening to them, they have some excellent stories and they're very feel good and vibey people. I love that ever since they got to Cali. But on the other note, like I said, they had a drop, and my wife got a bag and I got a bag, and it was just because I was just being there and in support of my wife, and so it's a great bag, man. I'm not even gonna lie. And actually, while I'm talking to y'all tonight, I'm going to actually be consuming some of the products. So I have world's strongest presidential moon rock pre-roll, grape, flower, distillate, keef, Seneca. So I'm gonna be smoking that. Also, I want to do it. It is fast acting 100 milligram THC St. Des Wild Raspberry High Tea Cannabis Infused non-alcoholic beverage that I will be consuming while I'm talking to y'all today. So y'all will see a course of transformation while I'm up here. So anyway, as I'm struggling to get this pack open, hold on, give me a second. I can't even get this damn pack open. I don't know if y'all can hear me fucking with it, but I got it open finally. It shit smells just like grape too. So it's by presidential, and like I said, it's an indica pre-roll. They have blunts too. It's really only the difference between the pre-roll and the blunt is just the materials used out of. It's more of a wood base. So, and then I actually taste the grape in it. You can smell the grape. So here goes nothing. Oh yeah, that's definitely gonna send me up to the moon. But anyways, I was in Flagstaff. The mountains of Flagstaff, man, they really are something, man. They mountains all over. West Coast is just mountains in general, and then you gotta have you. It's gonna take you a couple times to drive up and down for you to get used to it. But yeah. So yeah, it was a very great community atmosphere. Everything was very chill. Everything was like very culture. Like that's what I like. I love community, and that's like how I kind of envision Culture Cannabis as like a community. Different cultures get together. We bring each other on. We help each other out. I mean, and the mission is just to eat at the end of the day. But, in other news, so you, I've talked about it before, like you know my views on certain people, but, this whole segregation thing, like, and erasing of like Black, Latino women history from off of, the government websites and everything, and what Trump is doing, what Elon is doing is like basically, it's a bait trap. Because our history is just as important as it is y'all history as well. Honestly, you know, just being unbothered by it, it don't really bother me. It's like I said my stuff about it before. I said my piece. I'm not going to bring it up no more because, I'm talking about cultural stuff. I don't want to dwell into politics unless I have to. You know what I'm saying? And by that point, y'all already know my stance on a lot of things. Not saying I'm not open and talking people, but majority of the time when it comes down to that, you know, That's just my stance on it. That's just how I feel. This is what I see. This is what I hear. But anyway, that's besides the point. Yeah, man. Shout out to We for Wonder Warriors. Shout out to Catalyst. Shout out to Sean. It's another guy. I forgot his name. I will remember your name. I'm just kind of like, I'm getting there right now. I'm on board the ship right now. Uh, you know, the crazy thing is, somebody asked me the other day, how long have I been smoking weed? And I'm like, honestly, I've been smoking since I was like 12 or 13 years old. Ew. Yeah, about 12, 13 years old, I've been smoking weed. I'm 33 now, so it'll be 20 years. I'm a, this new weed now. It's like me remembering weed from back in the day. Didn't really have this like this taste. You know what? A lot of this weed now has this certain taste that you can taste in it. Like a lot of it, like Blue Dream, Northern Lights, old school brands like that, the OG Kushes. You know, old school brands like that didn't really have a some. I think well, I don't want to say it made OG Kushes that maybe had a what was the smeller, but yeah, they didn't really have what they had now. And I feel like back in the day they hit a lot harder than what they do now. It was just certain brands you just have to get that I honestly believe too. But yeah, I've been smoking since I was like 13 years old, and it's I don't know, man. We like I said, well, I've dealt with anxiety and depression. Weed have has always been there for me in that aspect of it. I'm trying to drink now. Give me a second. I'm gonna taste bad. Yeah, I tell you what, this is assortment of flavors of grape and raspberry. Oh god. But yeah, my first time ever smoking weed, I didn't really get high. So my stepdad, well, not currently, but my mom, ex-husband, he had this friend, and he would come over, and then they would always be smoking cigarettes, but he would always be smoking and stuff. And I didn't know what it was at first until, he told me, my stepdad said, yeah, yeah, smoking the shit again. My stepdad was a drinker. He didn't really, he smoked cigarettes, but he didn't really fuck with weed. But anyway, so me being me, uh, he left his pack at the house one day, you know, and I was just like, this one look different. Maybe, is this the funny stuff that he was talking about? So I took it, and I didn't know what to do with it. So I was like, damn, bro. So, so I just thought, I knew what to do. I know that's so ridiculous, but so I took it, went in the backyard, and I lit it. I'm like, the fuck, I'm not feeling anything. I'm not, so, I'm smoking. I didn't really feel anything. And, that was that. But another particular instance as to where I smoked weed was when I was older. Cause after that first time I didn't smoke ever again. Like, not smoke ever again, I just stopped. I mean, I never smoked after that. No. How the fucking get it? I did not smoke until I was 18 years old. And I remember clearly I went to a party and I was like, there was like, hey man, you smoke weed? And I'm like, man, I smoked it before, but I never really felt anything. So, me being me, I said, why the fuck not? So I smoked it. And when I tell you I got high, I don't particularly remember what the strain was, but I got high. Um, I just remember I remember hitting it and my chest feeling real heavy. And it's just stuff started going real slow. And it was just like, oh my God, am I going to die? I'm like, I really didn't know. It was crazy. So after a while, I stabilized and I went into the mirror to the bathroom. I said I go to the bathroom. Went to the bathroom, looked in the mirror, saw myself. I saw myself as an old man. Middle of my head, bald, house. And little puff balls on the outside, but I got scared as a bitch. And I guess that second time I smoked weed is like what people call now greening out is what I greened out. Because I felt like I was going to die. The room was spinning, and I threw up. And then I was like, like, I wasn't even too sure about that anymore. But also at that party, yeah, smoking, yeah. So after that, probably didn't smoke again for like maybe another couple. No, yeah. So I stopped smoking, and no, I didn't smoke again for like another like 5 to 6 months. And then when I smoked again, I was hesitant, but when I started smoking, oh, it's fine. So I, yeah, the other time, shit, sorry, but yeah, that other time was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. But then from there on, I just kept smoking. Like, I don't think weed will be, for me, something that will be out of my life. For me, it's helped me plenty of ways. It's helped me with my anxiety, depression, and other things of that nature. And I feel really, really better after I smoke. Like, it just, with everything going on and like the state of the world, like it's just some things you got to have comfort in for yourself. And for me, weed is it's my way of turning all of my railroad tracks into one singular track and being able to conduct that one track for with one engine and all those train cars, which is my problems. Are they still there? Yes, but they are in order. That means that it's not one of those things that can like it fucks with me, but it's not everything at every single angle. It comes single foul line, and it's just like I know how to deal with it when it comes here. And I'm knocking more and more stuff out. And community, like I said, I made community earlier, and I hope to have those people on real soon. But anyway, um, weed has been a major staple in my life. But yeah, more. I want that Weed for Warriors program is a what they do is great. It's great for the vets. I got a T-shirt also. I don't have it on. I wish I had it. It's setting up. I'm gonna wear it out. But that in itself showed me how much community there is in a community for them, and they need it, especially in a time like now. It is a very fucked up and unsure time that we're in, and a lot of people are scared. But I feel like the more that people get together, the more communities get together, regardless of race or whatever, your boundary that somebody else may try to set for you, the more you step over that boundary and get comfortable with community, the better off that you'll be. And that's what this is. It's a community. And communities like this are something that drives people to be better people every day. You know, money is a factor. Yeah, it is. It takes you out of a bind. But if you have community that's helping you get that money, that is something that is more special. That is something that you can build generational with and pass down to your kids, and they pass down to their kids' kids. Just something sort of to think of something like that. And that's what I do in my podcast. Like I want to be community. I want to build community with them, myself, with the people out, and come together. But yeah, man, back that me getting high and like being bold, like that shit fucking furball. I look like the motherfucker off of fucking Django, Samuel Jackson. Uh, oh man, what else? So they're like, what the crazy thing is? I've been to a concert, but I've never been to a reggae concert, and I'm hoping to go to one soon. I'm hoping. Is it gonna happen? I don't know. Am I praying for it? I'm hoping. But it would be dope to be able to go to that concert. I would love to go to that concert. Me and my wife to go to that concert. I want to start making like some shirts and stuff. Like I'm really, I'm really going to get out and really try and I'm going to push this. This is something I'm going to work at, something that I'm going to try to be good at because this is what I like to do, man. I like to talk. I like food for real. for people to listen. I like, you know, little community aspect. At the end of the day, like, regardless if you're a teacher or a student, you're still learning. You're still learning. Real crazy, these cannabis drinks, 12 servings per can. The fuck, this is 1 fluid ounce. Total fat 0. Saturated fat 0. Trans fat 0. Cholesterol 0 milligrams. Sodium 0. Total carbohydrate 3 grams 1%. It does not have no soda. 3 grams added sugar 6%. Zero protein. Like, it's not heavy, but it's like, it's not bad. It's fast acting, 100 milligrams. Save that for later. But yeah, man. Also, fuck, bro. I have, I was a bitch. I was bitching when I tell you that I'm from the East Coast. I'm used to flat, open plains. I'm not used, being in California, being in a certain section. Yeah, like I'm still healing here and there, but I don't really, it don't really bother me. But like, motherfucker, you go out to Northern Cali, you go, not even Northern Cali, you go to area fucking zona. When I tell you that I was on the interstate and all I could see was my fucking car rising like a fucking roller coaster. When I tell you that fear struck in my anxiety was up through a whole nother level. That shit was up to a whole nother fucking level. Like, I've never, like, oh my God. Like, and it's like, it's a major difference from seeing it on a picture to seeing it on TV to seeing it in a virtual reality to seeing it in front of you and actually being in it. It's like you want to try to take comfort, but you really can't take comfort. You are in, you are in, you are in, you are in any form to relax your body out. You are going to be relaxed because you think you're going to fall over. You're not. It's, give it a couple tries. I'll get used to it. I'm just saying your boy was a bitch. I was totally a bitch. I was really trying to get myself together. I wanted to cry. I wanted to do a bunch of stuff. But yeah, yeah, honestly, like just, recapping a little bit. So before I even recap, I know I'm gonna get ahead of myself, but this presidential moon rock and this drink, I'm gonna say this drink for later because this shit, I think I drank about half of it, and I got this moon rock. When I tell you that I can, I was talking to you earlier, and I was doing everything. I tell you that I was boarding the ship. I'm no longer, I'm on the ship, but we going up, and it's like, the difference between work weed and regular weed. No, work weed and home weed. Work weed is that shit you smoke before you get to work. That's just good enough to get you going. And then when you get home, you get your home. Then you sit here, you just blow till you goddamn stupid. I don't blow till I'm stupid. I'm personally, so I used to be a straight indica guy, but indica was like really leaving me in the couch and was really taking me out of the game. So when I really started switching to a sativa, it really gave me the energy boost to really start going at that point. So that is say indica is in the couch and sativa you up, baby. And I don't know, I felt like, oh, it doesn't matter if I smoke indica like during the day, I'm gonna be fine regardless. No, nigga, that's not how it works. I wish it were. You start off slow, you start off sluggish, you start off hungry, no, no. Honestly, I've seen a tremendous jump in my production. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm taking every challenge I come here. So it's like I want to say, is it? It's a 1 gram pre-roll. So it's a 1 gram pre-roll, and I smoked about, I want to say damn near. have. So, but yeah, what was, but yeah, I'm honest. This today was a very good day. It was a very blissful day. I've been feeling, I was feeling kind of lost there for a minute. Today, I mean, I don't like to really open up about it, but having this, I feel like it should start it starts to start from the beginning. Like, not the beginning, it starts to start within myself. And open up about how it's been kind of teetering for me. Um, but this community really helped. My wife has always talked about the community, and I'm always like, I'd rather be dolo. And that's how I always felt. I always felt like I had to be dolo. You know, outside of my family, I felt like I had to be dolo. And I can see now that was like a big mistake because it really put me off and it really put me into a sheltered position to where I felt comfortable. I didn't want to get out. I didn't want to do anything. And that really took me out a lot of my possibilities I could have done with things I could have started earlier, like this podcast. I wish I would have came to y'all sooner and put the work in. Like, had more time to talk to y'all sooner, but hey, it's better late than never, right? But I'm not saying it's gonna be sunshine and rainbows. You're gonna have your days where it gets dark. But just find that silver lining and learn how to love yourself, bro. You gotta learn how to love yourself at the end of the day. Weed may not be your cure. Or it may be. It might be in a different form. But I know weed is my cure. And it's a cure for a lot of people. that I wish they'll like on a federal level, I wish they'll just start opening their eyes and see the potential. And I wish that on a state level that they will get this shit a little bit more organized. And, it's like, this industry is so plentiful. It's so much money. The weed industry it is booming. You can make it out there. You just got to try. And being out of California, I see so many Murphy's Farm. That's from the Win the Warriors project. We for Warriors. But Murphy Farms, yeah. Yeah. But I appreciate y'all listening. I feel all the love. I thank y'all for your love. This is your boy Ja. I'm signing off. You have a good one. Peace.